Of all the crummy towns and corrupt cities in our country, what does it take to a place to qualify as the armpit of America?
Residents of Battle Mountain, Nevada say they know. They've been living with the unseemly title ever since the mighty Washington Post gave it to them last December.
But as the saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Battle Mountain is bouncing back. George Knapp and Matt Adams of the I-Team got to see it firsthand when they went to party in the pit.
Even local diehards admit that Battle Mountain isn't exactly a garden spot. It's a little mining town on Interstate 80 with only 4,000 residents, a bump in a dusty road. It makes for such an easy target for a wicked wit from the high and mighty Washington Post. Why bother? But there was no mercy in the now infamous article that declared Battle Mountain the armpit of America. Armpit, for gosh sakes. The Post said the town is, quote, a pathetic assemblage of ghastly buildings and nasty people in a harsh wilderness. Ouch. The writer noted that the S in the local Shell sign had burned out. Fine, since an ad for hell seemed more appropriate anyway. Every little town in Nevada puts its initials on a mountainside. The initials BM, though, just beg for a wisecrack. He found the food inedible, culture non-existent, the women kind of fat. And is this low or what? He even felt the girls at Donna's Ranch weren't very pretty. Some of the shots taken just seemed unfair and mean.
Our sunsets here are just beautiful, and his article mentions that. So he says he went out and climbed the hill behind the dump to watch the sunset. So, why the dump?
Doug Mills is one of the residents who admits to getting a chuckle from some of what was written, but the rest of it, come on. The article complained there aren't any trees around here. Complaining about a lack of trees in the high desert is like going to a rainforest and griping that there aren't any sand dunes. The initial reaction from most residents was predictable.
Pretty upset about it. Like you said, they were hurt.
A lot of people were really angry.
But then a strange transformation took place. As the story about the armpit designation spread, the little town started getting a lot of attention. Media outlets, former residents offering moral support. Doug Mills had an idea to market T-shirts with an armpit-worthy slogan, only 5 inches from the heart. The T-shirts and later bumper stickers are selling like crazy. Other residents were inspired to clean up their act. The Shell sign added a new, if slightly off-color S. Town fathers pitched in to buy a billboard near Winnemucca, inviting people to make a pit stop. Subtly, the sign features Lady Liberty, who, it just so happens, has an armpit of her own. And what do you know? The attempts to put deodorant on the armpit town seem to have worked.
Yes, it really has. For us, it has. We've had some very positive comments. We've been able to utilize the billboards and actually have drawn people off. We've had our restaurants and our motels comment on people saying they've stopped here.
Shar Peterson thinks the Washington Post writer had it in mind all along to help the town out, but he couldn't have seen all this coming. A festival in the pit set up in the town's only park with assorted food and exhibits and a planned deodorant toss event, all held in conjunction with a junior rodeo where little buckaroos got a chance to show their stuff. Nearly everyone in town was there to watch. The locals wonder how many kids in, say, Washington, D.C. own their own horses. Few, if any, folks here would want a day in Washington Post country. There are no stately mansions here, but there are tree-lined streets, homes without locks, dogs in the yard, and flags on the fences. As noted in the Armpit article, the town has only one crummy stoplight that blinks 24/7. But that also means there are no traffic jams here. And another thing, cell phone service is spotty. Oh, darn. There's no opera here, but no crime or political corruption either.
Do you think Marion Barry could be elected mayor of Battle Mountain?
Well, no. Of course, we don't have a mayor, so.
Okay.
Heck, the armpit controversy has worked out so well, it's as if Battle Mountain invented it. You don't suppose they're that cagey.
Make sure and stop. You're welcome here, and we'll show you a good time.
And they plan to let the armpit carry the town as far as it can go. George Knapp, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
The town has a new strategy in mind. It plans to market itself as the American Outback in hopes of cashing in on its remote location and lack of amenities.